Half-Life 2, but awesome. Half-Life 2 has to be one of the most interesting things to port into VR. Even though that we got a full-fledged flagship VR game from Valve itself, being Half-Life Alyx, seeing a game from 2004 being ported into VR is pretty neat to watch unfold. Being this game having very sophisticated physics for 2004, it really fits a VR aesthetic. Half-Life 2 being this game is one of my favorite games of all time apart from Team Fortress 2. Played this game since I was 6 years old, had it on the orange box Xbox 360, and played it forever on the PC. I shit my pants when I was 6 playing this game. Imagine me 6 years old playing this game in VR. My brain would literally hyperventilate and die. To the developers and modders that figured this out, fucking awesome, dude. It might not be advanced as Alyx, it might not have collision with the hands, it might have some really weird buggy moments, but it works. It works really well too. I know you're probably saying, what kind of video is this? All you're doing is talking about how good the game is. Is there any other feedback to talk about it? Well, it's Half-Life. It's VR. It's Half-Life VR. Really self-explanatory at that point. I can talk about its history a little bit. The mod's been in and out of development for about 10 years now. Wormslayer, being one of the main people behind it, got inspiration from another guy. Nathan Andrews started off using a Razer, Hydra, and some obscure head mount for the game, using the cinematic mod. Oh god. This is before the Oculus Rift, so this is a long time. We're talking around 2012 that this guy was making this stuff. As you can see in the video, he has one of those at-home arcade guns. He has probably binded function keys to each thing on the gun, along with a tracker or gyroscope to it, so the gun actually has sway and movement to it. Nowadays standards, this probably be outdated, but back then this is what they had, and it probably was one of the best things to ever come from this. Wormslayer saw this and his interest peaked immediately and decided to hop on board with developing with this. When Wormslayer joined Nathan, he started working on the weapon models, mainly because the view model weapons were half made. Most of them are missing textures, only because you only see so much of the weapon in game. In VR, that would really break the immersion seeing half a weapon. Around 2015, traction started getting towards this mod, mainly because the Vive comes out, and this is a headset that has really reliable tracking and controllers that can move freely in 360-degree space. Even before that though, there was testing with the Oculus, the original Oculus, with 360 controllers and a Hydra controller, which made it workable. I mean, it's what you could do with the limited hardware back then. At a certain point though, development came into a complete halt because Valve strayed away from the idea that an Oculus was compatible with it, because Oculus and Steam wanted to make the Oculus a VR native only thing instead of it being an extra monitor with a gyroscope on it. Nathan and Wormslayer were at a complete halt when this happened. Given that the Oculus will no longer be compatible with any Steam game that you want, it wouldn't work. The mod is dead for about a year or two. People keep asking for it, but Wormslayer simply just said that it was dead, got to be cancelled because of certain things. Him himself not being super fluent in programming at the time, couldn't continue the mod, didn't know how to do it. I believe at this time Nathan left and all he had was himself and eventually one other guy that did most of the work in coding. But even by then, it was almost hopeless. The mod was about over and there was other stuff in the way, so he couldn't finish it. Way later down the road, Elliot from Flat VR invited Wormslayer to his team. Elliot gave Wormslayer a few guys to help with coding, modeling, and other things. This continued to work. With this help, it would get so far into the development that eventually people would try to greenlight it on Steam before greenlight was taken away. After that, the Discord would open up and invite people to check out the progress on it. Not only was this Discord for Half-Life mods, but a whole bunch of other conversion game mods. Progress updates would try to come out every month, until eventually in August of 2022, they announced that a public beta will release in September. Eventually, the mod got approved by Valve to be put on the Steam store for free as a mod. The Discord would host a giveaway on August 28th, 2022, so people could play the game 1 week earlier. A decent handful of people got their hands on early access, including me, but this is not to mention the fact that there was a ton of people that already had early access to the game beforehand. A public release will come out onto the Steam store on the 16th of this month this year. This video essay is mainly just a thank you to the development team that decided to do this. I can't wait to see how other people will react to this game once it's fully out. This will definitely bring a really nice new install to the game, as it's already been played millions of times in thousands of different ways. And who knows, maybe for some this is the first time they've played Half-Life 2. Probably wouldn't recommend it for a first try, but if that's how they want to do it, I say go for it. Anyways, I'm about done talking. I came into this video with no script. I said everything off the top of my head and quickly researched everything while voiceovering this video. So if you're gonna give me some backlash on that, go ahead. I deserve it probably. I should do better research before making one of these videos. But yeah. I really can't wait for you guys to try this. This has to be one of the coolest experiences I've played. And yeah. Anyways, for the rest of this video, I'm just gonna play what I have recorded. Unfortunately, my audio, voice recording audio did not get recorded with it. But yeah, enjoy this. Thank you guys for watching. Like, sub, or not, whatever. Cool. And Orange Box, TF2 videos, and CSGO stuff coming soon. I can promise that. Alright, bye.
Hey, you're Freeman, aren't you? We got word you were coming. You got here at a bad time.
Black Mesa East to Station 6. Do you read? Dr. Freeman is on his way downriver. Lend him the airboat and give him all the help you can. Repeat, Gordon Freeman has returned. It is critical he reaches Black Mesa East.
Where are you going now?
They're shelling us! Freeman, I've been hoping you'd show up. Got this airboat all gassed up and ready to go. It's gonna be tough dodging civil protection out there in the open, but drive hard and we'll make it. You'll find more help up at Station 7. Just a few bends up the river. It's the old red barn. You'd better get going now. I gotta stay here. There could always be more runaways coming along.
I shat my pants. I shat my pants.